What's up, it's your girl ShaynaMonét, but you can call me Shay, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a get ready with me, and I'm not gonna lie, I am rushing. So in a way, this is going to be a 10-minute makeup look as well, but I wanted to come on here and talk about some things. I know a lot of you all follow me from or started subscribing to me when I was joining the military, and I haven't been posting any video about life after the military. It's like I kind of got out, and it kind of looks like I got out and started thriving. I'm not gonna even lie, my biggest goal was to focus on YouTube when I got out the military, and that didn't even happen. I don't know what really happened. I traveled a lot, and y'all saw me traveling, but as far as much, I could be way further if I took that time, especially during the pandemic, to really launch myself. But I wanted to talk about that a little bit, as far as like the military, life after the military, and all of the above. So first, the question that I get quite often is, do I miss the military? And short answer is yes, I do. I'm not gonna even lie. Long answer, I have my days. So I do miss some things about the military. For instance, being able to kind of relate to people. It's like everybody in the military, we all had one common thing: basic training. And being able to go through the military and having to do this day-to-day life, it really felt good to be able to connect with people. And it almost was like instant friendships, if you want to be honest. I feel like even now, when I meet people that are in the military or were in the military, veterans, whatever the case may be, it's like we have a instant connection, an instant bond. It's as if we're really battles. Like if you're in the military, you know, battle buddies, we're really battles, you know. So yeah, I really do miss the instant connections, because the civilian life, when it comes to making friends, is hard. And I think it's hard just because out here, okay, say for instance in the military, it's kind of like, well, when I was in, now I'm not sure as far as, well, yeah, okay. In the military, it's kind of like we all wear the same uniform. You don't think about, oh, what you got. I mean, other than what you're driving, but more than likely by your rank. We know how much money you're making, unless you're doing something outside of that. But as for your base pay, we know how much money you're making. It's no point of really flexing. I mean, of course, some people do go spend all their money, but it was kind of like, okay, well, that's them. As far as being at work and in our uniforms, it was like pretty cool. Like we didn't have to think about too much of all of that. You know, all of us had our buns. All of us was in the same uniform. It was nothing more to that, you know. So I do miss that, because in a sense now, like being in the civilian world, when you have a job, that's the first thing they look at. Oh, what is she wearing? Her hair looking a hot mess today. Or what shoes she wearing? What car she drive? And that's so annoying. It is so annoying with trying to find friends, because a lot of people, that's all they look at. Especially the people that are in my age range. It's like, what car they drive? Or younger. Yeah, that's great, but I really don't care about all of that. I really just be wanting genuine friends. So something I do enjoy about being out is the people that were my closest friends, like we're still friends, and I love that. It's like we created a sisterhood that nobody could ever touch. Like when we was crying to each other, you know, like we understand certain things that people outside the military or who wasn't stationed with us, just we instantly understand each other, you know. So I'm happy that I still have that piece of the military. But as far as like everyday life, it was so much simpler in the military. Like it was very simple. It was one of them things, if you ever come across somebody who said they got kicked out the military, it was more than likely because they either weren't following the rules or they were doing drugs. If you want to be real, it's either or, because it's really very simple. You wake up, you have a time you need to be at formation, you have a time you need to be at work, you be at work. A lot of the times, if you know the ropes, you can kind of slack. The whole day will go by. 4 o'clock come, you got an hour left, you like, oh yeah, let me do some work real quick. And then people think you did work all day. You could really be slacking. I'm not gonna even lie, I'm so serious. So I do miss that. And then the great thing is, being in the civilian world, I kind of still have that. Like, I understand, I know how to do that. I also know how to tell people what I am and am not going to do without asking. So yeah, I learned that a lot. And in the military, there is growth, especially in the army. In the army, you will grow. And I think, like, being in the civilian world, that's one thing that you have to realize when you're looking for a job is, can I grow here, or am I going to stay stagnant for the next 5, 10 plus years? So I do love that in the military you can grow. You can, if you want to, you can, your pay will go up. You put the work behind it, and there's not really much work to be put behind it other than working out, which you do that every day, and you might need to do a little bit of extra. But a lot of the stuff is very simple, very easy stuff. So yes, you can grow, you know. Honestly, the more you grow in the military, it's like you get less work, you just have more responsibilities. And as long as you're a good leader in the military, that's cool. You know, like, as long as you're a good leader, you will be straight, you know. But overall, do I regret getting out? People ask me that often. No, because the way I got out, the trust that I had in God. Now, one thing that I did do that I recommend everybody not to do is make sure you have a complete set plan. I knew I was going to get out, and I didn't have that much of a plan. Like, I just said, okay, I'm going to finish school, because I was already in school. I did that. I said that I was going to, which, let me go back. School is a payment for me, you know, so that's a source of income. I didn't have to pay nothing out, you know, that was a source of income. So I was like, okay, well, I got school, but I mean, what's $800? Nothing, because that's not even rent, you know. So I was just really going off of faith. I said, okay, I'm gonna get out, and I just pray that everything goes well. And it did for me. So as soon as I got out, I also started getting my benefits. When I got out, because I used the programs that were at Fort Hood to basically set my beneficial rates, you know. So because I did use that program, whoo, that next month after I got out, it pretty much made up for it, you know. Like, I was getting paid instantly when I got out. So, but I didn't know how much I was going to be making. I did not know how much I was going to be getting a month. I didn't know my income, what everything was going to be. I really didn't know. The great thing about that was, like I said, I was in school and I'm by myself. So if all fails, I was going to suck up my pride and go back home. It was yeah, no, I wasn't going to be out here struggling. Also, I personally, I mean, I had I also had somewhat of a plan. Like, when I got out, I knew where I was going to stay, and I was staying with my friend Miracle at the time. Y'all have seen her over here on this channel a couple of times. So I was staying with her and her wife at the time, and that was like great. I was so happy. Like, they allowed me to stay, and then it was allowing me to pay rent, and it wasn't even much. It was like, I think I was paying them $300 a month. So everything else that I was making, I was able to kind of stack up, save, in order for me to prepare to move to Dallas, Texas. So getting out wasn't too bad for me. And then I knew exactly what apartments I was going to be in. I actually found my apartments. Okay, so I did prepare. Don't get me wrong. I prepared when getting out. But I feel like I just was going off of a lot of faith. Like, I was going off of a lot of faith. I knew what apartments I was going to be in. I had already signed my lease for April. Mind you, I got out in February of 2021. I signed my lease in like January. Like, everything got approved. I signed the lease, and I was just waiting for well, not signed the lease, but basically it was held for me. So I was just waiting for April to come, and that's when I moved. So in that time frame of me being at my friend Miracle house, I was just saving money. I don't think, did I go on any trips? Did I go on any trips in that time frame? I did go back home when I first got out, but it was the beginning of the pandemic, so I don't think I went anywhere else. And I was there for about a month because it seemed like everything was kind of frozen and stagnant. So yeah, then I went there, and then I just waited for my time. I just waited for my time so I can move. Now, me coming to the big city of Dallas by myself was even more scary because I was by myself. And the great thing is, literally on my way to Dallas, I keep telling this story, and I'm always going to tell this story. On my way to Dallas, I was looking at apartments, things like that, people who vlogged in Dallas, Texas, and I came across Miss Tara the Elaine. Y'all seen her, y'all know me and her best friends now. That is one of my closest friends, honestly. Like, that's who I go on my trips with, and if I go on a trip with you, that means I trust you. For the most part, we instantly clicked. Like, we was cool from the beginning. So that was like my person that, I mean, I didn't have, let me say, I didn't have anything, like any problems as far as needing somebody for safety reasons. But if I did need anybody, like, I knew I knew I could call her up from the first time meeting her. That was never a problem. And being with her, I was able to, you know, kind of explore Dallas a little bit more. So yeah, shout out to Tara the Elaine. Tara Elaine, because she came through. Like, we met at the perfect time and still are great friends. And I was just telling her literally earlier today that when we first met, like at the little crab shack, we had nothing but dreams, literally nothing but dreams, goals, and just wanted to work towards them. And everything that we pretty much said, we're either literally on the road to or have done. And I'm just so proud of the both of us, so proud of her. I'm just excited to see what 2023 brings us. But yeah, I knew I was gonna move somewhere. It was either between Dallas or Houston. Love both places. I knew I didn't want to move back home simply because I just wanted to be able to kind of push myself. I feel like when you leave your hometown, you have to push yourself because there is no coming back. And then if you do go back, it's like, dang, I failed in a way. I always said if I ever go back to the DMV, it's going to be because, like, that's an upgrade of my life. Like, I'm upgrading back to the DMV, and now I can buy a house, a condo, whatever the case may be, you know, and just, or it's because of school, work, something. It's literally for something, you know, like, it's not because I failed. And I'm saying that as humbly as I can say it, because obviously you don't know what life has for you, and I might have to move back to the DMV one day. But as far as in these last couple of years, I knew that I wanted to strive and not go back to old situations, go back to old people who probably, you know, we all have them people that just been doing the same thing since high school. I didn't want to become that person. I absolutely don't know what to wear, so I'm going to wear my Old Faithful. I need to get more of these from Parker by Peyton by Annie and Seven. I'll leave their info down below. I love their YouTube channel. I'm just ready for them to get back on YouTube, but they just had a baby, a little baby boy, their second baby boy. Child, they got 2 under 2, so can't rush them. But yeah, I did get this little outfit from there. I need to do my baby hairs. Oh, I have a stain on here, but it's okay. I'm still going to wear because I don't have time to be changing. And it's like I told y'all, this is my Old Faithful. I love this. I'm going to like an arcade, so I didn't want to. All of my clothes that I want to wear, you kind of gotta wear heels with them. Overall, there were perks of being in the military. I don't miss it completely because I do enjoy my freedom, but I do miss some things about it. And the other day I was asked, would I ever go back? Heck no. I think I have way more opportunities now, and I just wouldn't go back. It wouldn't be really a point of me going back, honestly. I think I have, like I said, way more opportunities now, and my opportunities are growing, even though I had to work towards those opportunities because I got my degree, and I talked about this kind of in my last video. I got my degree, and it was hard to find a job, quite honestly, especially when I was trying to change fields, and then not being in the military for, like, when people started hiring again. And by the time that happened, I wasn't in the military for like a year, so that was a little hard too. I think the timing was very fortunate and unfortunate, but yeah. Just putting my hair in a ponytail. I just wanted to kind of give a small update on that. Ooh, something in my eye. To come on here and talk a little bit about that, because I know I just left all of my Army people kind of high and dry. I think I had one video in the last almost 3 years of me being out, and I kind of felt bad because I have some more things I want to talk about when it comes to being in the Army. So if you are in the military, about to join the military, and you have any questions, definitely comment them down below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, join my team, okay? Because I will be coming on here, I won't even say a lot more. I've been doing great, and I have like a book full of ideas. So as far as to come on here and talk to you all and create, and then if you love watching travel vlogs, definitely hit that subscribe button, because I have a couple of travel trips a lot of travel trips this year. So yes, I hope you all enjoy. If you hear her in the background, that's my puppy. She's crying because I'm about to leave. But if you enjoyed my video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment down below, because it does help with my algorithm, as well as thumbs up this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, loves.